Now, Queen Camilla is officially out of office. Her Majesty has had a busy month filling in for the King following his shock cancer diagnosis, of course. With King Charles taking a step back from royal duties, Camilla has completed 13 official engagements in addition to her own diary events. But with Camilla now overseas, the King and the Princess of Wales still recovering from surgery, and Prince William at home looking after his wife, who is currently in charge of royal duties. And to add more intrigue, the Princess of Wales's uncle, Gary Goldsmith, is set to enter the Celebrity Big Brother house on ITV tonight. There are concerns the outspoken businessman could use his time on the show to spill secrets about the royal family. Well, for more on the latest royal happenings, joining me in the studio, our royal editor, Sarah Hewson. Sarah, thank you. First off, Camilla taking a well-earned rest, it must be said, for those watching Royal Circle. She's been busy. There is speculation, though, about who is running the roost at the moment.
Well, the Prince of Wales is back to work, so he is the most senior member of the royal family currently conducting public duties, so we're expecting to see him. But we've also got Princess Anne. She's got 10 engagements over the course of the next week. Prince Edward, the Duke of Edinburgh, he's also got 9 or 10 engagements as well, and Sophie, his wife, the Duchess of Edinburgh. So they're the key working royals. The Edinburghs were away last week, so we didn't see them at the memorial service for King Constantine of Greece, and of course then we had that very uncomfortable image of Prince Andrew walking the family into church. So we're going to be seeing more of them this week. They're not necessarily additional engagements, they're just doing what they did, but of course there's a bit of extra attention on them because of the absence of other members of the royal family.
And potentially a bit more sort of scrutiny and focus from cameras and from the general public, you know, sort of trying to guess things, because at the moment the big question still is, where is Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, Catherine rather? You know, she hasn't been seen since Christmas, it seems. There's been no update on that.
No, well, there has in a way. Kensington Palace responded to the social media allegations last week, describing them as absolute madness and basically reiterating their statement that they made back on the 17th of January, that the Princess of Wales is going to be recovering at home until Easter, and we're not going to see her then. There is a picture that I've just seen on TMZ, the American website, which purports to show her in a car with her mother, Carole Middleton, being driven around the Windsor estate. I haven't been able to verify it. I don't know whether it is her or not, but that would certainly be the first sighting of her out and about. We've been told that she's doing well, but I think Kensington Palace very keen to not be seen to respond to the social media conspiracy theories, which, you know, frankly are pretty wild.
Yeah, and the Middletons particularly are going to be the heart of a lot of focus and speculation in coming days because of the Princess of Wales's Uncle Gary, going
Uncle
into
Gary Goldsmith, yeah, the black sheep of
tell us
the
what
family,
to expect.
a colourful and controversial figure, a multi-millionaire businessman, famous for his Ibiza villa called Maison de Bang Bang, apparently after his love of house music. He was caught up in a tabloid sting in 2009, allegedly for taking cocaine. In 2017, he was arrested and pleaded guilty to assaulting his fourth wife. He paid a fine, a £5,000 fine. He was given a community suspended sentence and he had to go into alcohol rehab. And he's not shy in coming forward. He's talked and given interviews about the family. But actually, for the Middletons, he's never, ever had a bad word to say about any of them. Certainly about Kate. He talks about her as his adored niece, being pretty much perfection. The people that he might have something to say about are Harry and Meghan. He described them as being totally inappropriate. He was very angry about the Netflix documentary and Spare, and I think he sees them as being on the make. I mean, what we will learn from him, I don't know, but I think ITV will certainly be hoping he'll be spilling some secrets.
Absolutely, and I'm just wondering, Sarah, I mean, you may not have the answer to this, but like how the palaces might have tried to intervene in this. Maybe they would have tried to stop it or brief him or anything else. He's not a working royal. He went to the royal wedding, but that's about it. He's just a distant relation, or, well, not that distant.
What's interesting is that the Middleton family they haven't cut him out. They haven't cast him aside despite everything else. And in fact, he said when he was first caught up in the headlines, Carole, his big sister, rang him and said, you know, everyone's been in touch and Catherine's very sorry that you've been caught up in this. And his argument is, well, we didn't choose this. We were put in the spotlight. He was invited to William and Kate's wedding, despite that was 2 years after the tabloid drug sting. He was also invited to Pippa's. He didn't go to the reception afterwards, which I think says they keep him at arm's length, but he's certainly not an outcast. And that's pretty clever because he's very, very loyal to the family. And I think if he does spill any beans about them, they will only be positive. He has only good things to say about Kate and his sister Carole. But he certainly, I think he described Harry and Meghan as a pair of muppets on the make and looking for attention, craving attention. So,
I mean, that might be levied, not the Muppet line, but the sort of on the make might be levied back at him.
Yes, certainly.
Because why is he doing this?
Why is he doing it? At one stage, I don't know what his financial situation is now, but at one stage he was worth £30 million. He had a recruitment business that he had sold. But I think for him, he has never held back from giving interviews, talking about his royal connections, for example. It is said that he had tried to get on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. So this isn't his first attempt to get onto reality TV. So, will he be there in the Big Brother house? We'll find out later on tonight, and then whether or not he really is going to give the producers and the programme makers what it is they'll be hoping for.
I'm sure we'll be speaking to you a lot in the coming weeks. Sarah Hewson, TalkTV.
It's a good excuse for me to watch it.
I was going to say, but
Professional purposes,
go do your
obviously.
homework and sit and watch Big Brother at home, yes.